Hi, Sagittarius. This is a very specific Sagittarius reading, and it has to do with your options in love. Okay, so like I was saying, this is very specific. Flip it if it's the other way. If it's not you trying to decide which of your options to keep around, to move away from, to focus on, it's that this, maybe you're a Sagittarius cross watcher and you were dealing with one that was in their darker shadow elements. If that's not it, this is who your person was dealing with behind your back. The options that they had, or the options that they have, which that would only be coming up in your reading if they were lying about it and trying to keep you in a relationship that they know is not genuine or not true. So, whichever is the case, go along with that. So, I'm going to start first here with these are your options, or these are the people that you have to choose from in love right now, what to do about it, what to watch out for, and we'll go from there. And I think whoever you are, I want to say this off the bat, this isn't for everybody, so if you're not sure and you don't want to waste time, I think this is for someone who is either a two-spirit person, or they are bisexual, or they embody both male and feminine, and, either they were both, they're an old soul where they were men plenty of times and women plenty of times, and it's just, they meet the right soul, and it doesn't have anything to do with gender, or, it could be a trans situation, or just literally a change in sexual preference. So if you're still with me, let's talk about your options here. And I'm just going to say it out with no judgment, no philosophy, and you can take it from there, okay? Because I think that you're a very capable person, and I'm not that worried about you. But you've got some characters around you, or you were dealing with some characters around you that took you for granted, tried to play you for a fool. Yeah, that's it. The Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. So it could be that these were all the people that you have dealt with, and we're about to talk about your exes and why it is important for them to stay your ex, if that's the case. So to start off, we have the Sun here. This is you being enlightened. If you're not a Sagittarius, you could be a Leo or an Aries. You could have Virgo in your chart. You could be just really an independent person. You make your own money. You maintain your own money. And you create, either you're an artist, a visionary, a writer, a leader, a CEO. But there is something about you that's very different, and you get noticed. And sometimes you get noticed by the wrong types. And the only way you learn is the hard way, right? You can't learn about a false lover in a book. You can read it in a story, but it's like until it happens to you, you're naive. We're all ignorant until we learn, so it could be that you really, really know what you don't want. You really, really know what you don't need. And you really, really know what to focus on when it comes to the lover in the future that you have coming. Or the one that's going to work with you. Or the decision just to do it on your own. Okay, option number 1. This is interesting. Oh, by the way, you might not be feeling that great. If you're feeling sick, my heart goes out to you. Take a week off. Or this is a warning. Stay close to your neighborhood this week, even if you're feeling cabin fever, even if you're feeling like, ooh, you want to get out there, you've got these great ideas and you want to get going with it and you're sick of wasting time. It's like, take it easy this week. Maybe make yourself a pot of chicken noodle soup, or think ahead just in case a flu bug comes up in the weekend. So maybe plan just as a mundane warning. Have some soup ready for one of those nights where it's extra cold and you're feeling extra tired or worn out. And it's just a little baby step in the direction of self-love while you ponder all these things. Or think them over, or reminisce while you're stuck in bed, something like that. You could be an author. This could be you writing your story, and you're having to write about some very difficult times in your life, maybe when you were younger, or relationships that you had that, it says, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So there were several people that you're either dealing with right now that are being deceitful about being in a third-party situation, or still being attached to their karmic. Or if, like I was saying, if you're reversing it and you're cross-watching for a Sagittarius, you're not the only one, and you know it, and here's who else they're dealing with. Okay, here's who else they're dealing with, and I'm getting that too. So go ahead and play along however it resonates, and we'll start with this first person here. Option number 1, or person number 1. I don't like their energy. Let me burn some sage. Let me grab some. I wasn't expecting that. That's interesting. They're so beautiful on the outside. This person, they're so beautiful on the outside, and they're so with it, and they're so spiritual and woke and caring, and it's all a mask. They're super fake woke. They fake higher wisdom. You know, like they would read a book about it and pretend like they came up with it themselves. That sort of person. They're very beautiful, though. So that's a clue. We have the Hierophant and we have the Queen of Pentacles with mining. And I'm taking this as a gold digger type energy, where they present themselves as wise, spiritual, learned. You know, maybe they even falsify their college records or something like that. You know, like they'd be the one whose mom paid their way into Yale. You know, but they're super haughty about it, better than thou. Very proud of themselves. They're very proud of themselves for the way that they are. They don't think that they're doing anything wrong by being a gold digger. You know, this is the kind of woman that, or man, and you could reverse it, who thinks that a man exists to pay their bills. Well, you have like the luxury of having me for a girlfriend, so you better buy me this and buy me that and buy me, and there's no love in it. I don't see love in this. I see someone that would marry someone for money and then take off. Like, they're not looking for the next best thing. They're looking for the next ex-husband or wife. And if that's you, don't let it be you. So, this person, they like working outdoors. They may be a risk taker, even though they're an earth sign. Risk taker in love. Oh, so maybe they're like, you know, I don't normally do this, but there's something very special about you. Sorry, I don't know what that voice is, but there's something very special about you. And no, it's like the same line for everybody. But it's like they don't even know you. And you know that they don't know you because they don't treat you like the you that you are. That's a lot of yous. Sensitive, maybe claustrophobic, doesn't like caves. And then you learned by this, if you've already moved away from this earth sign who is a gold digger, you learned that not everyone deserves a seat at the table in your life. This person's never going to change. And maybe they were raised to be that way. But there's no love there. So if you're thinking about if that's an option for you, let's see, should I marry them? No, not them. Not the Virgo. I guess that would be Taurus. Not the Taurus. Don't let it be the Taurus. Or if it's not a Taurus, you know, it could be Virgo or a Capricorn. But this is the kind of person that would find the richest man who will make their life as luxurious and you know, like they want to be the queen without doing the work. They're not a leader. They're not a nurturer. And really, they don't love themselves if they live in the kind of lack mentality where they need a man to pay their bills. Like, they would maybe tout themselves as a independent woman, but they're an energy vampire because obviously if they have to marry someone for their money or latch on to someone for their wealth or their position or their clout, there's no love there. They're in it to win it, and winning it to them is money and position, the biggest house, and then boom, a big divorce, and everything that you've been working hard for goes to this one who really doesn't deserve you. Okay, so say no to the gold-digging Taurus. Put that right there. Yeah. What was secret about this that you didn't know? I forgot I pulled these. Search for a star. So if you're famous or you're a star or you are a creator, they weren't looking for you. They were looking for whatever you represented to them at that time, which is fame, fortune, a name for themselves through you. So what is that, clout? That's the truth, the Ace of Swords. So that's a harsh truth that you had to learn, or that you're learning right now. So congratulations on moving through that difficult lesson. Not everybody deserves a seat at your table. Not everybody deserves to be in your entourage. You know, as an archetype, this person it would be in the reverse there. So incredibly self-centered. Just incredibly self-centered. They could be a Capricorn, but only ever building a secure future for themselves, but using your hard work. Like, they want a legacy, but they're not willing to work for it. So that's a clue. They might be older. Bigfoot. They might be tall or big boned or heavy boned or something. There she is, Miss America. They think she thinks she's Miss America. And it could be a situation where maybe she was very, very good looking when she was young, but it's like as soon as she hit 20, she turned into a mean old lady because she's a mean person. And it's like her insides are starting to show. She might have gotten away with a lot being beautiful and young, but it's like the inner hater is starting to show. And people are seeing it, you know. She's the abominable snowman. Instead of being like the tall, beautiful model, they're calling her like Yeti or something. Character refers to all of the moral and ethical traits by which an individual is judged. He may be said to have a strong or weak character. Generally, a person with a strong character stands up for what he believes. A person with a weak character is more likely to yield to pressure. He does not have the strength to live by and defend his ideals. Character is not inherited. It is shaped by such things as desires, experience, knowledge, environment, and ideals. Okay, so this person is going to be a fair weather lover friend. Whoever the winning team is, that's who they're rooting for. You know, like if that person sees that things are going to be going badly for you, or you're going to be losing a job, or you're not going to be as rich. It's for richer or poorer. No way. This person is only there for richer. Only there for richer. Only for the good times. They're looking for someone to latch onto, and I'm going to just leave it there. So say no to either a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo whose inner ugly is starting to show. Okay, option number 2. And this is someone who is younger than option 1. We've got the moon here, so it could be a Pisces, with a moon in either Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or we're talking about a Gemini with a Pisces moon. They may drink a lot, they may have a drinking problem, or they work as a bartender. So they've got the gift of gab, but they're overburdened by this inability for them to set boundaries. So the thing that you need to know about this, okay, let's say it's a Gemini with Pisces in their chart. That person is secretly dealing, okay, that person is if they're an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, they're a ticking time bomb. Menstruation. It's like they're always on their period. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like sexist, but they're always on their period. They're always upset. If it's not one thing, it's another. They'll find something to complain about. They'll find something to be upset about. They'll find, or if it's not that, they'll find a reason to drink, and they ain't never going to stop. It says, the saying rare, medium, or well done is associated with meat. Meat, blood, let's see, what is this? And Ace of Cups. So a new, Mark found it strangely kissable. So it could be that their name is Mark, or they have a third party called Mark, or there is a younger Gemini that this person's dealing with, that Taurus is dealing with, that you don't know about. But it's a bad situation. It seems from afar like it's just like a fun, innocent love, and it's not. It will explode. It's bad news. It's 10 of Wands. It's only ever going to be burdensome. This Pisces or Gemini. Let me pull another thing on that. What is that? What's the blood thing? I don't understand. King of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Hot dogs. Oh, okay. So this could be one of the, maybe there's a relationship where it's not just one person, it's two people where you don't just get one, you get both of them. So it could be a fire sign Gemini combo. Huh. Hot dogs. Source of protein. That's weird. Hold on. What does that mean? Oh. I don't know. That pile, the one with the Gemini, it's a weird kind of a fetishy thing where they see you as kind of a fetish. Like they want to weigh you down and kind of tie you up a little bit. It's going to be the three of them. It's never going to be just the two of you. It's always going to be the three of you. With whatever that Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius or Pisces person is. Is it Pisces or Aquarius? I don't know. So that's something that you've walked away from. Yeah, it was an S&M, bondage fetish. So that's a clue. Only ever going to be that. It's... It's like there's two people that don't tell people that they're together, and then they like draw other people into that relationship, but it will only ever be them together and then whoever else they bring in. So, even if you have a lot of love for that person, you got to make a head over heart decision here where you realize that it's never going to be just you and them. Okay, so that's that. Option number 3. Wait, what a diet. Okay, option number 3, this person may like perpetually be on a diet. Oh. There could be a self-harm situation when it comes to bulimia. Ace of Wands. This person is a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. They come in and they want to like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say this. They want to come in and ride you like a cowboy and have a good old time and then get right back off again. They're only focused on themselves here. They only love themselves. I'm using this in the self-love aspect of the Ace of Cups. If you thought that they were going to work with you, they're not. It's over. Oh, okay, so I don't know if maybe you think that there's another option here, but that this person is not an option. They're done, they've moved on, they have a new love. It could be that they are a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What is that? Florence Nightingale. I don't know. It could just be that you have a very soft spot in your heart for this person. But, oh, romance. Okay, wait a minute. This pile might be the one that's good. The Batcave. They might be a loner. What's with their self-love? Or are they just learning self-love or something? All right, if there's anyone to marry, it's going to be the fire sign. Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Okay, if there is a situation where you fall in love with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, that might be the one for you. It'll feel good. It'll feel like freedom. Maybe it didn't work out in the past because they didn't know how to love themselves yet. The challenge, feel, or disliked of getting lost. Maybe they get lost. They have no sense of direction. And they're like the ones that don't want to ask for help. And so they had to learn how to ask for help. Being lost is only a state of mind, and you're always on the right path. So maybe you had to lose each other and then come back together again. So there's potential for a long-term marriage and commitment with another fire sign. They're very compassionate and open-minded, and also very logical. They know what you've been through. They want to be kind to you and careful with you because below. They know you've been, I don't know, maybe below the standard of living that they know you deserve, and they want to give that to you. I wish I read the manual. They wish that there was a manual for you because they don't understand necessarily how to get to you or how to reach you or how to let you know that they love you. It's like they end up just yelling at you because they feel like you don't see them. Morning sickness. Yeah, they feel like they want to be your mate and get married and have kids. Even if it is like a same-sex situation. I see there's just a lot of love in that relationship there. So it would be like a fire combo would be, yes. Oh, okay. The next option, we have a Cancer with the Devil, Three of Wands, and Eight of Cups. So this is someone you've moved away from too. Maybe they're coming back, or like I was saying, this is who your person's dealing with. They're very hypersensitive. They're very impatient. They're very defensive. It's their way or the highway. They're in and they're out. They're always, like, the grass is always greener with whoever the Cancer is. It's always going to be that way. The grass is always greener. You won't be able to count on them to heal your heart from whatever damage was done from these past ones, if this is not someone you walked away from. If you have, congratulations. It's time to heal your heart from whoever this Cancer was. Or, gosh, there's Capricorn again. But you thought it would bring you joy and fulfillment, and it just brought you bondage. There's a lot of bondage here. Stay away from any bondage. No one that wants to tie you up in bed will empower you in real life. Don't at me. This isn't for everybody. This is a specific message. If you're following your new spiritual path and you're empowering yourself, you ain't going to let nobody tie you up even if you're kinky. You're moving past that. You don't want to be a part of that dynamic anymore. And this Cancer is only ever going to be part of that dynamic because they haven't moved through and worked through a lot of their trauma yet. So you're never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. They're always going to want more, 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 more. And you don't want to be tied to that. If it's not an S&M thing, you don't want to be tied to that. So this would be... what? Clue. Oh, maybe this person represented themselves as being straight and you're finding out that they're not. Or that they're like trans or something and they misrepresented who they are or they do in general and that's why they're always so messed up emotionally. Okay, so yeah, straight line upside down. And they're going to come back with, oh, I need a hug. Can we just, no. The answer is no. They don't need a hug. They need like a lobotomy because they keep walking away from anything that is good and beautiful in their life. It's like they're happy being in that devil energy. The Cancer likes it. They want to exist in that dynamic for a while longer and you're ready to move on from that. Okay, last option here, we have an Aries, or they're just like a boss. They could be a religious figure. This is interesting. Okay, so now we get into maybe you're deciding, like, if these are all women, you're like, maybe I'm just going to say to hell with it with the women and never have to deal with it again and just go be with men for the rest of my life, or go be a nun, or a shaman in the woods, and... Or it's like, no, I'm just going to be gay from now on and never deal with women again. And that's going to make you so miserable. I'm sorry. Like, that's going to make you so miserable. So it's not an all or nothing here. Because it just in general, it's not going to be good for you to go be a hermit by yourself because you need love right now. Okay, so there's got to be more options than this. Or it's that fire sign. Hold on, what's this? Let's party in reverse, so... Okay, I guess your other option is to say to hell with it and just go have fun and do drugs and have orgies and whatever feels good. With the blue. Chuck Berry. Ooh. Yeah, Chuck Berry. He ended up a pretty miserable fucking ornery, abusive guy. So if there's anyone in your life that wants to keep you in that S&M bondage dynamic and they're abusive and they're on a lot of drugs and they want to keep you in that realm, get rid of them. That's not what you need. You don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. It's like you've been there, done that with all of this. Been there, done that with all of this. Except maybe that one. Let me pull on that. Oh, yeah. Look forward to an exciting new relationship or like a past life love. Come back with a fire sign, another fire sign. You're going to make peace. If you were fighting, you'll make peace. You'll come together. You had to kind of each fight your own demons, slay some dragons, and now you can come back together having more compassion and care, a little more courage even, to be vulnerable with each other. Your guardian angels are excited for this fire relationship. What you've both been dealing with is conflict. Both of you, you're both ready for peace. So, what to do? 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups, outcome, King of Pentacles. Yeah. You are only going to really be happy when you have your soulmate next to you. Yeah, you could do it yourself. You could build your own kingdom by yourself. You could create something out of nothing and do it all day and do it every day. But you're really only going to be happy and satisfied and feeling loved and comforted with the one. You don't need 100, you just need the right one. It's like, what's the Janis Joplin song in my head where she's like, all you ever gotta do is be a good man one time to one woman and that'll be the end of the road. What is that? Cry Baby. If you ever want me, come on and cry, cry, baby. So it's like someone, it's just, they're waiting for you to just say, hey baby, I need you, come back to me, I need you. There's someone waiting for you that loves you, and they're waiting for you to come back to them or to start moving towards them, or they're going to start moving towards you. So be brave, be courageous. It will feel fun. It will feel exciting. I choose you, you choose me. An inner child in them that honors the inner child in you. Is that like the namaste? But it'll make you feel young again. It'll make you feel home again. What is that song? The Cure. Gosh, shout out to Robert Smith. One of my favorite songwriters. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm home again. So it will feel like that. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. So maybe this is like, if it's not a past life, it's a past love, and you're coming together because you need each other, and you're meant for each other, and you fit together. And it might happen sooner than later. So hold on, be courageous, and watch out for any of the characters that are with you for money, for clout, for position, or for drama, or for control. This won't feel like a control dynamic. It will feel like freedom and excitement. It will feel like love. So follow your intuition. Don't be afraid of intimacy. Don't be afraid of vulnerability. Maybe that's what was missing from this dynamic in the first place, and now you're both in a place to offer it to each other. You maybe both had to get right with God here. So congratulations. You're moving out of some very difficult storms. And you might not realize that you're out yet. You got a little post-traumatic stress disorder maybe when it comes to relationships. But forgive yourself. Forgive them. Maybe not forget, but forgive. Say it out loud if you have to. See if that nudges you along if you're feeling stuck. But the outcome is you in your power. Standing strong in who you are. With satisfaction, joy, peace. That comes with like a self-reliance, because of all this discipline. Maybe there was something to be learned from all that discipline. Trying that. Make it R-rated. But there was a refinement there, and now there's a permanence with you and the dynamic that you will no longer allow in your life. Where you are being stepped on, squashed, taken from, used, abused, or lied to. From now on, you get joy, peace, power, and a force that can't be broken apart. There's a friendship there. Besides the attraction, and the sexual connection. There's a friendship. So no regrets. Everything happened for a reason. Look forward to abundance, power, and generational wealth. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I didn't mean for this to be 35 minutes, but this was very specific for someone who's walked away from a lot of pain and anger and abuse. Time to come together with your best friend that you're also in love with. No matter what anyone else has to say about it. And just kind of brush the dust off. Keep your head up. Be careful. Stay away from extremes of any kind. You're a little bit between worlds here, so be careful with yourself. Be careful with them, and immediately remove anyone from your life that doesn't have enough care or compassion to allow this new you. Okay, I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.